I know we went over a bit about the advertising terms right here in this column up here. However, I want to dive deeper and give you guys an example of exactly what they mean so you fully understand it. So for impressions, it's the number of times your ads were displayed. So if I go on Amazon.com and I type in garlic press, and when I see this ad right here, say this first product is my product, that's one impression. I just went past it once. So I viewed it one time. Clicks is how many times I click on it. So the number of times your ads were clicked. So if I'm a customer and I clicked on this guy right here, that counts as one click. CTR is the ratio of how often shoppers click on your product ad when displayed. This is calculated as clicks divided by impressions. So how many times your ad was clicked divided by impressions. If I use this example right here, one click for 17 impressions, 17 times someone saw my ad, I'll just use 1 divided by 17. So that's 5.88%. As it says right here, 5.88%. For spend, it's how much you have spent altogether. So the total click charges for a campaign. So this depends on your bid. So my bid right here is $1.10. Spend is the total click charges for a campaign. So I only got charged 49 cents for my whole campaign right here based off of this one click. As you can see, my cost per click was 49 cents and I only got charged when someone clicked on my ad. So impressions you do not get charged for. It's only when someone clicks on your ad. And the cost per click is, this is the average amount you paid for each click on an ad. Now, this all depends on Amazon's algorithm and your competition, right? Remember when I told you guys in the previous lecture that even though my bid is $1.10, I didn't get charged $1.10. I got charged 49 cents. Well, that depends on the click-through rate, competition, and the algorithm. Orders is how many people actually placed an order. Unfortunately, nobody placed an order here. But if you had an order through this one click, right here, then it'll say the number 1. ACoS percentage. So ACoS is the percent of attributed sales spent on advertising within 14 days of clicks on your ads. This is calculated by dividing total spend by attributed sales. It can take up to 12 hours for your sales data to update. As a result, sales data may be delayed in to date range. ACoS percentage would be really, really nice if it were at your break-even point, which is your profit margin percentage, or way below that. In perfect world, that would be great. That means we're not spending any money, extra additional money for these ads. However, depending on what you're trying to do with PPC, your ACoS percentage may be higher. Now, the longer you run your ad and the more it converts. So for example, if I had, for example, 3 clicks here out of 17, and I got 3 orders, my ACoS percentage is going to be really, really low, because that means out of 17 times my ad was shown, 3 people bought my product, right? Like that's really, really good. So that will cause my ACoS percentage to drop. You want people to click on your ad and actually order and check out. And if they just click on your ad and they're not buying, there could be something wrong with your product photo, your listing, or the image, or the price, then your ACoS percentage would be super high because they're just clicking on it, which charges you money, but you are not converting. So there are a lot of things that you should take into consideration every time you have a high ACoS percentage. If you are not doing an exact PPC campaign, we will eliminate that right now. But if you're just running a broad phrase campaign and your ACoS percentage is super high, you may want to think and ask yourself why, right? Like, why are people clicking on your ad and not buying it? So for example, for this one, there's a 0.85% click-through rate. So this is good. Remember, anything above 0.6 is pretty good. 9 people clicked on it out of just over 1,000, but they didn't buy. So this is when I'll start asking, why did they not check out? Is it my price? Is it my additional images? Is it my ad copy? All these things that can cause the customer to click on it but not buy. So just keep that in mind and think how you can adjust your listing to help improve it. And that will pretty much, the more sales you get, it will bring down your ACoS percentage. So this is all about testing, right? You can test out different images, test out different ad copies until you get enough buyers to click on your ad and actually purchase it. We'll talk more about ACoS percentage later on in this course. However, now you know exactly what all of these advertising terms mean.